Hey guys, it's Rob from Georgia, aka VHS82 apostrophe, with a bit of an intro video for you as I go back into my shelf-by-shelf Blu-ray collection as a result of multiple orders since the last time I did it, and as well, I've gone 4K, but it's okay because it's region-free 4K. So we got that as well. Also, a little bit of laundry. I don't do a lot of original content on my video channel, mostly due to, well, you can find me, BodyBags, each and every Wednesday night. I'm your Wednesday host for there. You can also find me of late on Bay of Blood podcast, the Black and White Nights commentary sessions that we've been doing. Man, you can also find me on Letterboxd. Do a few things on there occasionally as well. I just recently guested on the 22 Shots of Moodz and Horror, OG versus Remake, the Crazies episode. You can see that as well, or go and listen to that as well. I will drop all those links down below. Again, this will serve as my intro video to my latest revisiting of my Blu-ray shelf by shelf. So, what are we waiting for? Let's do this thing. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get right into this. Just as a little note, I do have my stuff arranged via distribution companies and then alphabetically within those said distribution companies, except for the very first few. Since I only have a few 4K, I figured I would just keep them under 4K and alphabetically, and then once I have enough, I'll start putting them in their rightful distribution areas, if you will. All right, here we go, real quick. So I've had this one on my shelf for quite a while, Alien Covenant. If you remember, my wife got this for me as kind of an accident. She didn't realize we were 4K and all that stuff, but thankfully there's a blue in there, so I was able to check or revisit it. As you can see, I saw it in the theater. Now, I did see this. Got this as a result of going 4K. This was absolutely gorgeous to look at on 4K, man. This was just beautiful. So, man, classic, right? I also got this knowing I was going 4K, and the Blu-ray alone is absolutely beautiful to transfer. It's just incredible to look at. They did quite a job with this. Now, this Synopsis absolutely hit it out of the park with this transfer. Suspira has never looked so freaking great. This is amazing, especially on 4K. Just an awesome job they did with that. And Wonder Woman. We've had this on the shelf for a few years now. Got this as a, it was one of those promo items at Walmart Christmas time, and we just never opened it. But probably should here soon. All right, let's get into some 20th Century Fox. If you remember, of course, my Alien anthology. Saw Alien on 40th anniversary on the big screen. It was absolutely awesome. This is one of the best box sets I do own, and it is just an incredible job that they did with this thing. Alien versus Predator, got it out of the Walmart bin. It's all right. I mean, I don't really think much of it, but it's a fun movie from time to time. Big Trouble in Little China, if you remember from my last shelf by shelf. I still haven't taken the Walmart sticker off yet, but hey, what's wrong with some John Carpenter, right? And Kurt Russell. Should also note too, you'll also see a lot of our family movies in here, as well as my movies. So it's an array of films. But here we go, George C. Scott's version of Christmas Carol. Absolutely awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. This is probably our favorite version of that story. Another Christmas classic, Home Alone. Can't go wrong with that. The remake, I don't think a whole lot about this movie, but I was in Carolina on vacation, and I did found it in a Best Buy, I think. And they had, I guess they just bought way too many, and so they had them marked down to $5 a copy. So walked out with a few, one for me and my son and whatnot. All right, man. This was one of the best purchases, man. Walmart had this mismarked at $5. This is has the 3D edition and a couple editions in here, but this is a really nice edition, and I had to fight for a while, but I forced them to sell it to me for $5. So you can win those arguments from time to time.
Prometheus, just a standard Blu release. I've also heard that this movie is killer on 4K. So Leonardo DiCaprio, The Revenant, of course, just an awesome movie. Who will ever forget the bear sequence? Awesome. First chick flick, This Means War. This is a lot of fun. You know, some chick flicks are better than others, but I had a lot of fun with this, watching this with my wife. And as we end our 20th Century Fox, this officially is the last movie underwater that 20th Century Fox is releasing under the old studio name. Disney is changing it. So if for no other reason than picking this up, just to have the very last 20th Century Fox film in your collection. Okay, into A24. I really haven't added to this collection, but here's The Black Coat's Daughter. Just maybe their best film, I think. This was fantastic. I really don't find any issues with this film at all. It's perfect. Love it. A movie for our times, I guess, in light of COVID-19 and all that. It Comes the Night. Great, great, great film. The Witch, just an absolutely beautiful film to look at. Of course, we know the director has recently brought us The Lighthouse. Man, this is an awesome, awesome, awesome flick. All right, into Alliance and the Broom edition of Darabant's The Mist in black and white. And again, one of the reasons why I mentioned Bay of Blood are Black and White Nights commentary sessions. Though this was issued in black and white, it's absolutely gorgeous to look at. It is beautiful. Into some Anchor Bay, the Crazies. Again, recently was part of the 22 Shots of Moods and Horror OG versus Remake show on this, and links will be down below. But that was an awesome time. The Evil Dead tin case on Blu-ray. Man, this is just a classic, you know, classic. Can't go wrong with that artwork. One of the best. And the last, no, not quite the last one. Scream 4. I do have the Scream trilogy on DVD and a box set. Have not upgraded that to that, but there's 4 in this. We know 5 seems to be coming our way. And the last one, before we get into some 88, Sharktopus, some Roger Corman goodness. This is a fun movie, man. This is just fun. All right, let's hit some 88s. I got some new stuff in here as part of my 88 collection. Now, the order is out. Overordered just a little bit, just because I thought it would be nice to bookend my 88 collection between 2 box sets. The first being the Anaconda Quadrilogy, man. What an awesome, awesome box this is. This is great. All the movies and some great extras in there. Into the 88s. Absurd. Of course, this is the follow-up to Anthropophagus, which is one of my favorites. One of the reasons why I first got into region-free, to be region-free, was to get my hands on that film. But man, this is probably most known for the buzzsaw scene. It's just pretty wild. Some Fulci, Enigma. Not one of his more talked about films, but yeah, it's still Fulci, right, man? Some Baba, Blade in the Dark, a Giallo from him. Some good stuff, man. This is one of my favorite island horror films, man. Anthropophagus. The reason I got into region free, man. Some good stuff right there, man. Just good stuff. Joe D'Amato, yeah. Here we go. Scipio Ippolito, Alien 2 on Earth, man. I've covered this before, I'm pretty sure, on BodyBags. Some fun stuff, man. Italian films, man. Rats, Nights of Terror. What a classic ending, man, to this film. It's beautiful. 7 Deaths in a Cat's Eye. Some Antonio Margheriti. Good stuff, man, from him. All right. I do have, not all in blue, but it is between DVD and blue, I do have the entire zombie franchise now, which is awesome. But there's some Zombie 3. I've always loved the cover arts to these films. Of course, Zombie Flesh Eaters 3. We won't get into the names right now, but those of you who are familiar with the zombie franchise know we basically got 2 ordering systems. Whether it's Zombie 2, 3, 4, or Zombie Flesh Eaters 1, 2, 3, right, kind of thing. All right, one of my newer releases or pickups, Zombie Holocaust or Island of the Last Zombies. I recently just watched this. This isn't too bad. I mean, you know, it kind of reminds me of some of the old island horror stuff I used to watch as a kid. It's interesting. It's not bad though. Some cheesy goodness here. Creepazoids. Grizzly, classic. Christopher George. Man, some good stuff right there, man. All right, getting towards the end of 88, Scarecrows, of course, you know, those of you who grew up in the VHS revolution, video stores, whatnot, remember seeing this on the shelf all the time. It's classic. Bad Dreams, another classic one. Rutger Hauer, some good Rutger Hauer in there. X-Ray, some Mad Harry on the loose there. Some just good slasher action. And rounding out the 88 collection, check this out. My beautiful Killer Crocodile 1 and 2. Gino De Rossi, of course, he actually directed the second one. He did the special effects on the first one. Some good stuff. DeAngelis, I believe, directed the first one. So some good Italian goodness right here. All right, let's begin our arrows. Some Fulci, Black Cat. Some of these I haven't opened yet, haven't gotten to them, watch them. But I have seen the Black Cat via Shudder, I think. It's a good movie, man. It's a good movie. It's a good Fulci flick, right there in the midst of the Gates of Hell trilogy and whatnot, when that stuff was being done. Some Baba, Bay of Blood. Freaking awesome. Or Bloodbath. Freaking classic, man. Friday the 13th stands on the shoulders of this classic, for sure. Frank Henry Lauder, Brain Damage, have not gotten into this as of yet. I know Joe Bob Briggs recently covered this on his Shudder series, which, by the way, his show on Hellbound Hellraiser 2 was absolutely fantastic. I really highly recommend you check that one out. The Burbs, classic stuff right here. Candyman, new to my collection. This was great to revisit. Just great. I'm curious to see how the remake is. Some Argento, new Argento in my collection. The Count of Nine Tails. Have not opened this thing yet, but I'm looking forward to it. City of the Living Dead, Gates of Hell, Fulci, part of his Gates of Hell trilogy. Man, I'm telling you what, this is one of the greatest single releases of this film ever, hands freaking down. In fact, I will be visiting the cemetery where he filmed much of this soon, as we take a trip out to near Savannah, Georgia. So I'm looking forward to that. Some good old more Italian cheesy goodness. Contamination, beautiful stuff. The OG Crazies, it's good stuff. Nice commentary on there by Romero Historian. Probably one of the best of Argento in terms of his giallo. Deep Red, freaking fantastic. Demons and Demons 2, Lamberto Bava, Dario producing. Man, I just recently reviewed both of these on BodyBags. Perhaps Fulci's best classic giallo, Don't Torture a Duckling. Just freaking fantastic. I have not opened this up yet. This was a nice gift for my birthday, Edge of the Axe. You need to check that out. I'm aware of this from when I was a kid. Haven't opened this yet, The Exterminator, but I'm looking forward to revisiting that one from sure. Continuing on in my arrow, the Funhouse classic, Tobe Hooper. And we'll end with The Happiness of the Katakuri, Takashi Mike. And man, this will do it, man. Shelf 1. Whew. All right, man. We'll see you on shelf number 2.
This is not a dream.